my concluding or more of a more overarching question for you is people who are the non-trusting Australians or people who have looked into things and gone through a rabbit hole across many other platforms. They might assume that, or they might say that very often the traditional media is there, like the old school, the Colosseum, to keep the majority busy with what the magic hand is doing on the other side. The majority confused with very saucy shows on telly, so that majority is confused with something which is irrelevant, but they are confused. But the magic hand is doing the magic at the back, and then putting the government in debt, or doing what the nasty things the kings would do. So how do you see that phenomena?
Oh, look, it's as age as old as time, isn't it? It's distraction. Look at that shiny thing while XYZ happens over here. I refuse to buy into the conspiracy theory that it's as organised as people think it is. It's just human nature. Mm-hmm. Humans, by nature, would prefer to be comfortable and amused than they would interrogate something that might be a deep-rooted conspiracy that's, actually an uncomfortable truth. To quote Al Gore, at the end of the day, it's far more comfortable to sit and watch an enjoyable television program or listen to a fluffy podcast than it is to really get honest with ourselves and say, hey, democracy is not really holding up as well as it should. Maybe we should do something about that. So it's not intentional in terms of being designed to keep us quiet. There's no one person sitting there pulling all the puppet strings making that happen. I just refuse to believe that. It's just the nature of commerciality. And to think that public broadcasters aren't commercial is foolish. Of course they are. They have to spend the public dollar well and wisely and need to be seen to be doing so. If there was no one watching the public broadcaster, it would cease to exist. So we need it. It's really important. And you have to meet certain commercial realities. You have to bring audiences in. No different than great online performers. They're doing exactly the same thing, and they're not all driving a big conspiracy. It's just human nature. We follow our comfort.